So today we are in the last part of this chapter, that is the last video of this chapter. In the previous video I taught you how to make the use of for loop, then nested for loop, all these things. Now in this last video I will be teaching you the usage of while loop and do while loop. There are three types of loop: for loop, while loop and do while loop. In the first video of this lecture I had already explained you on the board how each type of loop works. Today practically I will be teaching you. So let's begin. I have already typed this much thing, program to see the use of while loop. Okay, then I have include that is a known as documentation. Then I have included two files: std standard input output stdio.h, hashtag include con means consolidated input output.h. These two files I have included. Now I start the program void main, then brackets open. First I clear the screen using clr. Okay, now I use the while loop. I declare a variable named a. Now how does while loop run? Then it starts like this way. First I need to assign a value to a before starting the loop. So I assign 0 to a. A is equal to 0. Now I use the while loop. While a is less than or equal to how many number of times you want to repeat the same action, that you have to write here. Okay, if you want to run the loop for 5 number of times, then you have to write here 5. Okay, actually I will have to put here less than 5, because first time when it will be running it will be 0, second time 1, third time 2, fourth time 4 and 3 and last time 4, right? So since a is equal to 0, I put here the condition a less than 5. That means I want to run the loop for 5 times, 0 to 4, that is 5 times. Okay, now while the loop runs, what I want to do? Then I want to print asterisk, or I want to print say welcome. Okay, for 5 number of times I want to print welcome. Then I have to put a printf here. Printf double quotes welcome. Now I want to print welcome in a new line, so I put /n double quotes bracket close semicolon. Okay. Now in for loop it was giving you the opportunity to declare the variable's beginning value, to check the condition, expression, test expression, and also increment or decrement. But here while loop doesn't provide you all these three facilities, only provides you a facility to check the test expression. So that I will have to do inside while loop. That is, I want to run the loop, so I write here a is equal to a plus 1. What is I have written? A is equal to a plus 1 semicolon. In short, instead of writing a is equal to a plus 1, I can write a plus plus also, like this way also. This is a short form of a is equal to a plus 1, bracket close. Now I will run the program and check the output. Did it print welcome for 5 times? Yes. How did it do that job? That I will explain you now. See, the working of while loop is like this way, that here we put a text expression. Until the text expression is true, it will execute whatever is written between these two curly brackets. I repeat, my statement, while into bracket test expression, this test expression until it is result is true, yes, it will go on doing whatever is written in between two curly brackets. Okay, so here what is the first statement written? Print welcome, then slash n means then go to the next line, then increase the value of a. Now a was 0, now it became 1. Okay, these two test statements are executed. Fine. Now again it will check the test expression. It will go here, it will check. Is 1 less than 5? Yes, it is less than 5. What to do? Print welcome and new line. It will print. So second time it will get printed. Then it will again increment the value of a by 1. So now what will be the value of a? 2. Is 2 less than 5? Again it will check the test expression. Yes, so it will print welcome for the third time. Then 2 plus plus means it became, value of a became, answer me please. 3. Is 3 less than 5?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what it will do? It will print welcome for the fourth time. Again it will increase. 4. Is 4 less than 5?
Yes, sir.
So it will print welcome for fifth number of time. Then now it will become a plus plus, so 5. Is 5 less than 5?
No, sir.
No. So it will exit the loop and program will get over. So it run the loop for 5 number of times. If you are finding it difficult to understand, instead of 0 I make it 1 for you to understand it clearly. 1 and less than 1 or equal to 5. Now here also I get the facility to print. Instead of welcome, if I want to print asterisk, then I can print asterisk. If I want to print this many asterisks for 5 times, it will print that many asterisks. Okay. This means that this test expression has nothing to do with what you are doing internally. Okay, it just runs for the number of times until the condition becomes false. Clear? Okay, now if I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in new line, then what should I do? Please answer me.
Printf into bracket.
Printf into bracket, double quotes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I am very sorry. I don't have to do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First time when the loop runs, it will print like this way. First time I want to print in the first line 1, in second line 2, third line 3, fourth line 4, fifth line 5. Then that means I want to print the value lying in variable a. Am I right? So for that the function which is used is percentage d. Okay. So I type here percentage d, double quotes value lying in variable a. So now it will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's showing me error. What is the error? Function call missing. It's great because I have forgotten to do a comma. Now see, good thing that error came. You will come to know the importance of even a comma. Here if you forget to write a comma, the program will not run. Did it printed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? If I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in single line, but I want to leave a tab place, then /t. Just see. Is it printing? Okay. Now instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this order, if I want to print it in a reverse order, then then here a is equal to 5. Correct? Very good. So here a is equal to 5.
And a minus minus.
A greater than
Or equal to 1.
or equal to 1, correct? And instead of plus plus, it will become minus minus, correct? Got it?
Yes, sir.
So that's it. Now, one question I would like to ask you is, this loop is an entry control loop or exit control loop? Please answer me, I don't know. Is it a entry control loop or exit control loop? You don't know. For loop is a entry control loop or exit control loop? Means, I clarify my question. It checks the test expression at the beginning of the loop or at the ending of the loop. Say this much is loop, right? This condition is being checked. Is it checked at the beginning or at the end? Beginning. So it is known as entry control loop, correct? Okay. Another type of loop is exit control loop. First I run this thing once again to check whether it is working properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is getting printed, right? Okay. Now here instead of a is equal to 1, if I write a is equal to 10, will the loop run or not? Answer me. If a is equal to 10, then the loop will run or not? No, it will not run. Why? Because first time only condition will become false. A is not less than 5. It is 10. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, so program will get over. Just check. Got over. Isn't it? Because it checks the condition at the entry time only. But in place of that, there is another type of loop which is known as do while loop. Remember the word do while loop. In that type of loop, it straight away performs all these steps and at the end it checks the condition with while. See, do went on top, while went down. Now here I am putting the test expression while a is less than or equal to 5 number of times I want to run the loop. Okay. Now here even though a is 10, it will print 10. Why? Because condition it is checking at the last. It starts like this way program. Integer a is declared. It is assigned a value called 10. Next it does is do. What does it do? Print the value lying in a. What is the value lying in a? 10. So it will print 10. Then it will make it 11. Then it will check. Is 11 less than 5? No. Then what it will do? It will exit. But one time the loop will run and it will print 10. Did you observe? Since it checks the condition at the exit time. So first time, even if wrong value is there, it will print. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So that is why it is known as exit control loop, since it checks the condition at the exit time. Clear? Okay. Now, two examples of while loop and do while loop, which are given in the textbook. Those examples are little bit difficult for you to understand. So I have taken these easy examples for you to get this concept clear. So by completing these two types of loops, we complete this chapter over here. Thank you. We meet in the next chapter.